Hey guys, it's Brian at PS4 Trophies showing you the location of all 28 gold bolts in the PS4 exclusive Ratchet & Clank. Now this is a new version of the original game, and we're going to do all these planets in the order in which you can go to them, starting at Veldin. Now, you can't pick up the bolts in this order because you need gadgets that you acquire later in the game and then come back to the planets, which you can do in any order, so none of these are missable. Now once you have the magnet boots, just to the right of the garage, travel up this way and you have this wall you can use your magnet boots on, walk up, and you'll see right here our first gold bolt in this guide. Again, you're not going to be able to collect them in this order. I'd probably recommend just completing the game and then coming back and collecting these in a separate run. Now we're heading to Kerwin, and this is in the train station. And when you get to the train station, find this box here, you see those double arrows, and you can use your helicopter or thruster if you have the thrusters, and just kind of hit R1 to boost up, and then you can come over here and pick up the bolt. Now the second one in Kerwin is actually in the fitness course at the very end. In fact, you're going to be given this one automatically because you have to complete this objective. And once you get to the end, you'll see the gold bolt right in front of you. So let's go head over to Iridia. Now this one, first one is near the ship. If we kind of turn behind us and come to this area here, one of the objectives is over here. You're going to need the bomb, which I do believe you have at this point. And then you're going to see right here behind that gate, and you can't get through there, you see the gold bolt. In order to access that, you have to blow open the cave over here using your bomb, which for some reason I forgot how to throw it. Once I figured that out, I'm going to just travel down the cave here and pick up the gold bolt. Now the next one is going to be in the building. So inside of here, you're going to make your way and pick up the hydro displacer. Then you're going to lower the water, and then you have to jump down here, use your ratchet, your Omni-Wrench tool. But before you do, drop down into the water, swim straight down to pick up the bolt. So next up, you're not going to be able to get this until much later. You're going to need the thrusters as well as the magnet boots. But this is in the agent's camp area. And you'll see the wall here, you can use your magnet boots to walk up. Now once you're up here, you're going to use your thruster to, on this thing here, to spin it. So again, you're going to have to proceed much further into the game and then just kind of fast travel back to this planet in order to get this gold bolt. So once you've done that, you can now swing across. And you're going to get to the gold bolt. You probably saw it earlier when you're first here, but you couldn't access it until now. So now that we're over in this area, there's going to be a lot of enemies over here, so be careful. But you can see the gold bolt straight in front of us in the back of that dump truck. So there we go, and let's go head over to Nebula G34. There's only one in this area. There's an outside portion and an inside portion. On the inside portion here with Ratchet, you're going to reach this area with a bunch of locked cells. Now up on the second floor here, there's one that's open. And travel inside of here, watch out for the frogs. And go ahead and claim your prize. So that's it for that planet. Now we're going to head over to Rhalgar, and there's a few of them in here. Now the first one is going to be in the sewers that I'm going to get. Now that right there was the Rhino vendor, which I will talk about the Rhino holocards in a different video. But what you need to do is get first you have to get the O2 mask so you can swim underwater. Don't have to worry about air. So again, that's another tool you're not going to get until later in the game. Now once you get to this area, you can see those circles on the ground there. There's actually a cave here. So we're going to swim down here and then follow this to the end. And then we're going to pick up the gold bolt. So next up is going to be the area where you have the orange barriers that you deactivate with the touchpads. So in this area here, and once you make your way out to the opposite side here, you're going to have a tank that comes out. And then what we need to do is climb up here after the area is cleared, of course. And we're going to jump up top here, and then we're going to head back towards where we entered the area. And there's a locked barrier that you can't open unless you get inside of it. So make our way down here, and you see the gold bolt right there on the floor. And then the final one is going to be during the hoverboard race. And it's about halfway through. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of do this. We'll make this turn here. And the next one is going to be right at this. You have to be on the upper level here. And you'll see it right behind this boost circle here. And there's the bolt right there. So next up, we're going to Gaspar, and there's going to be 3 of them in the brain area where you're collecting the brains. You saw the location there on the map on the kind of the top right area. Inside of this circle here, you're going to jump down, use your jetpack to get out of the lava. So if that one was on the far northeast, this is going to be to the far left. And the arrow you saw on the map was the location of the bolt, not where I was starting from. So you're going to drop down in here to pick up the bolt. Now the third one is going to be where some brains are located, except it's going to be on the far southern end, the bottom left here. And you're going to have this building, and you're going to have to activate 3 of these touchpads within 15 seconds in order to gain access to it, which you can see right in front of me. So go ahead and pick that up again, pick up the brains. I think there's 2 brains there. And then the final one's going to require you to jetpack over to the location that you see here on the map. It's in the very bottom part of the map. Now you're going to have to jetpack to this platform here, and then you're going to use the magnet boots and walk up, and then eventually you're going to get to the inside here, and you're going to fight off a whole bunch of enemies down here in this cave system. And once you've done that, you can take the platform back up to the top. That'll lead you to the 4th and final gold bolt in Gaspar. Now I believe all of these can be gotten the first time you come here. You won't need any tools from further in the game. Now going to Battalia. Now the first one is going to be not far from your ship. So you're going to swing over here. Now this is going to be on top of the building to the left of us. Now inside this building you can actually access right there with the Trespasser tool, and there's going to be one of the Rhino cards there. But we're going for the gold bolt on top first. And now we're going to head just a little bit further. And you're going to have to cross a bridge. There's going to be a tank that comes to the bridge, destroy the tank, and once you do, you're supposed to go to the left. Instead, turn right, jump over here, and then just follow this around. And we'll pick up the second bolt. Now we're going to head towards the end of this mission, where you have to get the turret and just use it to shoot the destroyers. So when you're in this keep area here, you're going to see the gold bolt. It's obvious. You can see it right there in the distance. To access it, I'm just walking along the top left here. There's a little pipe you can grab onto right here, and then we're going to jump up to get the bolt. And that's it for Battalia. Now we're going to head to Quartu. Now this is the Clank section, the very end of the Clank section, the final area. What you need to do is take all 3 of these little mini robots, and you need to put a jump platform here, and then put a bridge here, and then use the 3rd one to create another jump platform right there. So now we're going to go in and go back to the previous room and pick up this bomb. And then head back up here, and we're going to use this to blow open the opening, which I've already done. I didn't actually capture it, unfortunately. And then use the jump pad to collect the gold bolt. Now the final 2 are going to be the very end of the mission with Ratchet, where you have the boss fight. And you can see the location in the middle is where the bolt is. On the left was my arrow. And you have to go to that location where the arrow was and interact with this computer terminal here. And this is going to reveal the location of the gold bolt. The barrier is going to open for us. Now we're just going to use our jetpack and go inside of there to pick up the bolt. Now I mentioned there's 2 of them here. The second one is in the same area, and I'm going to show you here. I'm going to actually just finish up the boss fight. Now you see in the back corner there is a door that you can use our Trespasser on. So we're going to open this up, and inside of here you will see the gold bolt. Now, just I guess it's worth noting that later in the game, in a mission or two, we're actually going to be able to get a map, and the map is going to show you the location of all the resources. It's going to show you the card packs, the gold bolts. And again, I do recommend you just play through the game, and then once you complete the game, you can either do challenge mode and pick these all up, or you can just kind of do mission select, planet select rather. Now we're going to head over to Pakaturu, and this is the kind of near the beginning. You're supposed to follow your companion there on the boat, and you see on the distance there's some waterfalls. This is actually one of the optional objectives. So before getting on the boat, just drop straight into the water to the left and then down, and there's a secret tunnel here. And this tunnel is the path to getting to the top of the waterfall. As well as completing the optional objective, you will get the gold bolt. Once we get to the end, let's just go ahead and cut right to it because it's pretty linear. So go ahead, you're going to have one of those pink tentacle things you're going to have to kill. I forget the name of them. You go ahead and pick that gold bolt up, get onto that boat with your buddy, and then you guys are going to travel over to the next area. Now, as soon as you get to this area, you're supposed to go up these stairs, jump across, activate the bridge so your companion can get across. But at the beginning of the bridge, just jump into the water to the left and straight down to find the gold bolt. Now, the final one is actually going to be way outside, nowhere near any mission objectives. And you can see here, I'm out in the water. And actually, if you keep going out in the water, a shark will eat you. There's a trophy for that. But there's a little island here, well, not so little, it's a tall island that you can swim out to. Took me a couple attempts, and I'm sure there's probably an easier way to get up there. I do have my thrusters upgrade, so I don't know if you need that or not. But get to the top here and you can pick up that gold bolt. Now heading to Kalibo 3. There's a grind section, and in this grind section there's going to be a gold bolt, but you have to activate 4 circuit breakers. If you don't activate all 4 of them, you're not going to be able to get the gold bolt. And I'm not entirely sure why I showed this whole thing. I probably could have just kind of cut it or sped this up. Now, at the conclusion of the grinding section, once you get to the end, that is where you're going to pick up the map. You just get that. It's going to be in the final room once you get off of this. But here's the first circuit breaker, so make sure you hit that. And then you're going to have another set of tracks here to the right. So jump over to this rail. And then right here's our second one. Again, you have to activate all 4 of these circuit breakers. Third one is right here. Now that we got those 2 circuit breakers on this set of rails, we're going to jump back over here to the left. And this is the path to kind of take you towards the end.
Ratchet, come in. How's it going down there? Did you get the holo guys?
Not yet, but we're working on it. Just had to take care of a few things first.
Copy that. Good luck.
Okay, now jump through here. We're getting close. We're going to have to make another track switch here, so we're going to jump over to the right and hit this final circuit breaker, and it'll open up this secret area here. I guess it's not really a secret, but it gets faster here, and then you're going to go up. And making that jump is hard because you don't get a lot of distance or height when you're going up. And there, you can see just in front of us is the gold bolt. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to kind of cut here. We're going to go to the end. Once you jump down here inside of that glass in front of us, break that open. That is the map, so you can see all the bolts on your map. Now, next one you're going to see right there. It's really easy to see. Now, I kind of do this ass backwards here. So what I do is I swing, and then I'm going to jump off to the right and thrust to get to that bolt location. Now, if I just made it to the other side, I could have just climbed the pipe that's along the wall, which I'll show you right here. It would have been a hell of a lot easier if I had just done that. Now the final gold bolt is going to be in the hoverboard race. What you need to do is get to the second shortcut path. So you jump up to this section here, go through these 3 things, it'll open up the shortcut in front of us, and inside of here is the gold bolt. All right, let's head off to the Deplanetizer. Now, this planet, there's 2 times you come here to this world. And the first time you're here, you're actually not going to be able to get this bolt here in this green room with the gold statues in the center. Again, you will come here twice. The first time, I don't believe this ladder over here is up and available. So the second time you're here, make sure you climb up this ladder in this statue room. You're going to have to hop over to these platforms, and then eventually make your way over to that gold bolt. But you will come to this room first during your run through this planet, but you won't actually be able to get the next one first. So I guess they're technically flip-flopped here, but that's where the gold bolt is. Make sure you get that the second time you come here. Now, the first time or the second time, doesn't matter. You will make your way to the room with the planets in here. Now, this room also, there's a secret trophy for destroying each of these 6 planets. So shoot those planets and you'll get a trophy. But when you're in this office, shoot the green button up high there and it'll lower the ladder. So we're going to go and climb up this ladder and we're going to be able to make our way over to the final bolt in the game. Now, you collect 27 of them, you can activate the infinite ammo cheat. If you collect all 28, you will get the be able to activate the invincibility cheat. But that's all 28 gold bolts, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, comment, and of course, subscribe.